Hello there, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude in the Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the new album by new supergroup, The Halo Effect. And the album is called Days of the Lost. And this is a new supergroup that has ex members and current members on the band In Flames, and also the lead singer of Dark Tranquility, Mikael. And what can you expect in sound? Just expect that familiarity of that old melodic death Gothenburg sound to a T. This is an album that it doesn't do a lot of experimentation. It just caters to that sound that a lot of people grew up in the 90s and love. Think of Old In Flames, uh, because it really sounds like that, but obviously with Mikael singing. And it's a very good debut album. I must say that I enjoyed this album more than the last Dark Tranquility album and basically the last 10 years of In Flames. But even though it has a familiar sound, they sound energetic. They sound like they're having fun. And that's a good thing because if a band is having fun, you know that the creativity is flowing and that the songs are going to be well written and catchy with that sweet melodic death sound. And that you have it here on all 10 songs and 40 minutes that this album is that the length of the album. So they dropped their first single last year called Shadow Minds, and Shadow Minds, I really enjoyed it when I listened to it. I like that they use a little bit of electronics in the song, but sparingly. And it really, I really thought that it sounded like a very promising first single. I think Mikael sounds great. The band sounds very tight. There's great melodic riffing on it. And I can see why they used it as a lead single. And it opens the album. And then the band does the melody, but also there's songs where they get more aggressive, like Days of the Lost. And Days of the Lost really has that melodic death metal sound, really great to it. But there's also songs when the band incorporates some clean singings into the songs, and those songs that incorporate the clean singing, I think, have the best choruses on the album. And that is the song In Broken Trust and A Truth Worth Lying For. Those two songs, when Mikael switches to the cleans, and the choruses are very catchy. For example, In Broken Trust is all about, uh, being in a relationship where trust is broken, and if there's no trust, there's no moving forward. And it's a relatable subject, and A Truth Worth Flying For, just it has great choruses and catchy that stay in your mind, but also the riffing throughout all the song is great. Most of these songs are no longer than 4 minutes, so they follow like a certain formula, but they do it very well. I think Conditional is a song that started more slow. It sounded like it would be like more of like a power ballad, but then it picks up pace, and I enjoyed the riffing on that as well. I think are really great is Feel What I Believe, which was the last single that they released. And that song just has another great example of great melodies blending well together with the catchiness, and doing everything that someone that likes melodic death would enjoy. I know I've said melodic death a lot, but that's what this album sounds like that 90s Gothenburg sound to a T. Because even though all the songs are good, uh, there's nothing that I would say is like, oh my God, this is like great. I never heard this before, because you know uh, that would be a lie, because this is an album that plays a lot with that familiarity that you are accustomed to. So they don't stray a lot from that sound, and they don't do a lot of experimentation. I am curious to see what the band will do for their next album, because they already established a sound, and they it's a sound that it's a band that sounds hungry and inspired. But I would really like them to dabble in the next album with a little bit more of variety. just to make it stand out and not just be another melodic death metal album. But even though with that nitpick, I still think Days of the Lost is a solid debut from a band that is very promising, and I think these songs would sound very cool live. So, what did you think about the Halo effect and the album Days of the Lost? Do you like this supergroup, or are you tired of supergroups popping here and there? What were your favorite tracks? Did you like the singles that they put out? Comment, let me know. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, don't forget to give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.